Hello everyone, D Square here with another Uncanny X-Men comic review, this time with Uncanny X-Men number 18, We Have Always Been, Part 2. There is a lot that happens in this issue. We lose some X-Men members in more ways than one. We see the X-Men fight in two battles, and in one of those battles, a particular X-Men gets to shine and save the day. There was a lot that was interesting about this comic, and a lot of action. But there was so much going on that I'm losing sight of what the heck is happening. With that being said, this comic does have a reveal that does kind of give us some direction, but I've seen this before, and then we go completely off course. Also, I have learned, as many of you have undoubtedly heard, that all the X-Men comic books are being canceled and then rebooted in the House of X and Powers of X comics that are coming out in July. This somewhat takes the steam out of the storyline because it seems that it's of no consequence. With that said, the art remains of good quality and we do get some good action. Now sit back and relax as I break down Uncanny X-Men number 18, We Have Always Been, Part 2. With most of their teammates presumed dead after a cataclysmic battle, Cyclops and Wolverine have banded together as the last X-Men with Magik, Mirage, Karma, Havoc, Multiple Man, Chamber, Hope Summers, and Banshee. Together they hunt down threats to mutant kind. Juggernaut, the newest team member, asks why the X-Men haven't targeted former X-Man and current Hellfire Club leader Emma Frost for apprehension, only to discover that the X-Men mysteriously don't remember her at all. This issue starts at the X-Men's current hideout, which is a bar named Harry's Hideaway. Wolverine goes to Liliana's room. He informs her that he is quitting the X-Men. The only reason he is telling her is because she is broken like him, and he wants to warn her not to trust the others. I'm not sure what he is referring to here. Perhaps it's the fact that this Liliana is from a different timeline, and Wolverine doesn't exactly seem to know what time he is from, as he does not have a lot of memories about his past since being resurrected. Wolverine goes on to explain that he was all for saving the world, but now the focus has become about the X-Men legacy, and he is not interested in making sure that people look good in the history books. As he leaves, he tells Liliana that she should head downstairs, because apparently Chamber found something. Apparently, Chamber found the location of the Marauders. The X-Men confront them, trying to catch a subway train. The Marauders deny being responsible for the slaughter of the Morlocks, but at the same time, one of the Marauders taunts that although they didn't kill those Morlocks, they would be proud if they did. This enrages Chamber, who launches his energy at the Marauders. A battle ensues. The X-Men get the upper hand, and the Marauders quickly surrender. This does not satisfy Chamber's bloodlust, so he fires his energy at the Marauders, and they start to burn to death. Cyclops quickly grabs Chamber and starts to scold him and tells him that the X-Men are not killers. Due to Cyclops grabbing him, Chamber's back is now toward the dying Marauders, so he does not see the one that survived and is able to sneak attack him and impales Chamber. Hope quickly dispatches the assailant. Chamber is dying and blames Cyclops. Cyclops tells Liliana to return them home. Magik indeed teleports the team to Harry's Hideaway, but it has been destroyed. Luckily the bar was closed, but that still leaves Kwannon, Warlock, and the Dark Beast in the basement. Juggernaut goes to work and is able to save Warlock and Dark Beast. Kwannon is nowhere to be found. And sadly, Chamber has succumbed to his injuries and is dead. Sinister shows up and explains that he simply wanted to come talk, but then he found out that his protégés, the Marauders, were just murdered by the X-Men while peacefully waiting for mass transit. The X-Men prepare for battle and launch their first volley of attacks. A bunch of Sinister clones dressed like firemen attack them from the back. The Sinister clones start to come together to create a giant Mr. Sinister. Havoc has had enough and launches a massive attack against the giant foe. It obliterates the giant monster. Seeing this, Mr. Sinister simply surrenders. The police show up, so the X-Men need to make an exit, but they don't have anywhere to go. Karma informs them that she has a place in Manhattan. They regroup in her luxurious apartment that she has apparently since acquired, since getting her life back together once the virus was removed. She takes Mirage aside and informs her that she is quitting the X-Men. She has seen too much and is just done. At the same time, Cyclops is talking to Havoc about him pushing himself, but Havoc wants to talk about the mystery psychic they all know according to Cain Marko, the Juggernaut, but can't remember. Cyclops chalks it up to Cain saying a lot of things that don't make sense. Cyclops ends the conversation so Havoc can rest, and he says he's going to call Captain America to come get Sinister. We then see Emma Frost has been monitoring the whole situation with Mystique at her side. Mystique asks for a SIP rep, and Emma tells her that the X-Men took care of their Marauder problem and somehow managed to capture Sinister. Mystique laments the fact that Juggernaut is running his mouth, but Emma Frost assures her that no one is listening to him. Then, they receive a call from Scott Summers. Well, there you have it. We've lost 3 X-Men. Wolverine and Karma both left. Unfortunately, Chamber is now deceased. Boy, this storyline is shaping up, and I hope they maintain this direction going into the next part of this storyline. I hope it all gets wrapped up well before this series gets canceled and we have our X-Men reboot. Either way, please join me next time when I review Uncanny X-Men number 19, We Have Always Been, Part 3. If you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, share on your social media, and tell your friends. I could truly use some help growing, but appreciate any viewership that you give me or can attract anyone else to my channel. Thank you so very much. Have a great day.